holy nation rise to the top. See the body function, never to stop. With your Howard shot running the plot, boy. They think they know what I be on. In the deepest crowd, but I'm solitary. My mind to be alone. And even when I'm in the zone, in my darkest hour, I meditate on the high and on the low.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites coming out week in and week out to wake up you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians to let you know that we are living in the time of the end. We are living in the last days, all right? So we come out here to teach you God's laws, man. A lot of you Negroes and Latinos don't have the laws of the Most High. That's the reason why you on the bottom. That's the reason why these other nations is over you, man. All right, so we come out here to let you know now is the time to come back to the laws of the Most High, man. Get what you got, Ken.
7 and verse 6. And it reads, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right, so the Most High, he look at you so-called black people as a holy people, man. All right, a set-apart people. All right, not a copycat people, somebody just trying to be like the so-called white man and these other nations, man. He look at you as the top nation according to the Bible, man. The top nation on the face of the earth. Read that, call it again. Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, and it reads, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Read.
And it reads, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right, so the Bible say you are above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. All right, so what they did to our forefathers, putting them in slavery, they got to pay for that, man. All right, we're not going to forget what they did to our forefathers. Get Deuteronomy 32 and 7. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 7. Get it. Get what you got, Ken.
This is the book of Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 7.
Read.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right, so the curses that we had to inherit as a people is going to be put on our enemies, man. All right, so they going into slavery, man. That's in the law. How could anybody say that the laws of God are done away with when that law hasn't happened yet, man? All right? That law hasn't happened yet, so the laws are still in effect, man. Stop listening to these people who don't know the Bible and come deal with the men that you see out here right now, man. We not hiding behind no keyboard like the brother said, man. We out here where y'all can see us. We teaching boldly where y'all can see us, man. We not hiding from nothing. Read that again.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right, so we have enemies, man. All right, you so-called black people have enemies. All right, you Latinos have enemies, man. All right, we gonna read about it. Go ahead, get what you got.
Deuteronomy 32, verse 7. Remember the days of old, consider the years.
Right, so the Bible say what?
Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations, ask thy father, and he will shew thee.
Right, so the Bible say remember the days of old, man. All right, you got people that want to forget slavery, man. We not rocking like that, man. We gonna remember the days of old. We gonna remember the time when our forefathers was in the land of Egypt, man. All right, when Moses told the Pharaoh to let my people go. We gonna remember that, man. All right, because the Bible, that's a commandment right there. Read that again. How could the commandments be done away with? Because didn't Christ die 2,000 years ago? All right, so if you say that you ain't gotta keep God's laws, then you ain't keeping this right here. Read that, go ahead.
Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations.
Right, so remember the days of old. That's a commandment, man. You have to remember that, man. Revelations 13 and 9. Because if you don't know what history say, you don't know what the future gonna tell you, man. All right, the future tells us that we're gonna be the top nation once again over these other heathens, man. All right, while you so-called Negroes, you trying to make it in this society, you trying to become the next rapper, the next singer, the next athlete. This place is crumbling, man. All right, this place is crumbling. What you holding, King? Get John chapter 4 verse 22. Go ahead.
Revelation 13 and what? And 7, right? And it
This is 13, verse 9.
in verse 9. Okay, and it reads, if any man have an ear, let him hear.
Right, so the Bible say, if any man have an ear, let him hear. Read.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right, so that sounds like a commandment to me. If you lead somebody into slavery, you have to be prepared for what's coming after that. All right, you going into slavery, man. You Edomites, you going into captivity because you put your hands on us, man. All right, you still afflicting us now. You giving these rappers these contracts, you making them sell their soul, and then you killing them and you taking that money back, man. You know what I'm saying? These rappers don't even be rappers that long, man. So that's a bogus deal within itself. You got these Negroes, they trusting it in Esau, man. And Esau, he taking them out. You might be a rapper, you might enjoy, all right, your talent for about, what, a year, 2 years, and guess what? You get shot and killed, man. There is no benefit out of that, man. All right? You sold your soul and Esau wants to kill you, man. Being a rapper is not gonna help you in any way. It's gonna just have you in a box, man. You got other rappers that want to diss you and stuff like that. There's no benefit in that, man. All right? Come back to God's laws. Because we coming into a time that's gonna be never seen before on this earth, man. All right, get what you got. John, that's 1 John. Go to the regular John. All right? Yeah, go to regular John, man. All right? Get what you got again.
Revelation 13, verse 10. And it reads, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right, so if you kill a man with the sword, you must be killed with the sword. Who killed the Negroes? All right? The so-called white man. Obadiah 1 and 3. Obadiah 1 and 10. Get that. Obadiah 1 and 10. Go ahead. Go to it. Call him to read it.
Alright. This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22.
Read.
Ye worship ye know, not what we know, what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Right, so the Christians, how could they get salvation if it's for the Jews? All right. The Bible says ye worship ye know not what, but we know what we worship. All right, for salvation is of the Jews, man. Nobody else, man. If you're not an Israelite, you're going into captivity, man.
Right.
That's what the Bible says. You worship ye know not what. We know what we worship. The churches don't even know what they worship. All right, they worship a cross, a wooden cross that the Bible tells you not to worship. That is called the other God, another God, man. All right? Get that, 1 and 10, Obadiah.
Obadiah 1 and 10.
Read.
And it reads, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10.
Read.
And it reads, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Right, so Esau is going to be cut off forever. The Bible say, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, man, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever, man. Why? Because they made you Negroes eat pork, man. All right, from the time of the Greeks. They made you eat swine. Get that, Leviticus 11 and 7, man. Let's see what God said about the pig, man. Is the pig clean for you Negroes to eat? Let's see. We're going to find out, man. All right? And you get 2 Maccabees 6 and 6. Somebody got the Apocrypha? Get that for him, man.
11 and 7.
Yeah, Leviticus 11 and 7. Read that.
And it reads, 11 and 7, Leviticus 11, chapter 7.
Read.
And it reads, and the swine, though he divided the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not cud, he is unclean to you.
Right, so the swine is unclean to you, man. Though he cheweth the cud, read that again. I don't want to butcher that now. Leviticus 11 and 7. All right, call it and read it.
And it reads, and the swine, though he divided the hoof, and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Right, so a pig doesn't properly digest his food, man, which is the cheapest meat on the market, man. But you know, the cost of everything is going up. A lot of you Negroes is partaking into Thanksgiving, and you're gonna pay an arm and a leg for your dinner, man. All right? And the Most High is gonna judge you, man. Amos 9 and 11. Get what you got.
All right, this is the second book of Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 6.
Read.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient fasts.
Right, so the Bible say, neither was it lawful for a man to keep ancient feasts, man, or to profess him all to be a what?
Or to profess him to do all to be a Jew.
Right, so you couldn't even be called a Jew in the Bible, man. That's why they call you African American now, because they changed your name. All right? While you running around thinking that another black man is your enemy, the white man, he changed your heritage, man. He took your heritage, man. You not black, you not African American, you an Israelite. Read that again, calling to read it, Bob, for sure.
This is the second book of Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 6.
Read.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient fasts, or to that's his fast. Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Right, so you couldn't even fast, man. You couldn't keep the feast or anything, man. They got this big old chemtrail that's flying right over us, man. Why I had to fly right over us? All right, because Esau know that we coming with the truth, man. They have to put this streak of line, this line that's in the sky right in front of us, man. All right, but we don't give a damn. We still out here doing the work of the Most High, man. Nobody's gonna push us off of this corner until we done with our speaking, man. Now drop that and go to Exodus chapter 20. Let's get to the laws, man. The laws that you Negroes broke. That's why Rome destroyed Jerusalem in 70 AD, man. Because you Negroes, you wasn't keeping God's commandments and you rejected Yahweh Shah, man. This is the reason why we over here in exile. Because we broke God's commandments and we rejected the Messiah, the Hamashiach, man. All right? Go ahead, get that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 6.
Son.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Right, so that's love. That's love. You got people that say the laws are done away with. You got to love God, but then the Bible tells you that if you love him, keep his commandments, man. Read. Start from the top. Exodus 20, verse 1. Let's get that. Let's start from the top. Go ahead.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 1.
Read.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, and of the house of bondage.
Right, so out of the house of bondage, read.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right, so you Negroes is breaking that commandment. You Latinos is breaking that commandment. Some of you worship women, men, money, drugs, idolatry. You going off and the Most High is going to destroy you if you don't repent. Read.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above,
Read.
or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters under the earth.
Read.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them.
Right, so you're not supposed to be bowing down to images, man. Like that cross that's on the neck of those Christians, man, in church, man. Read.
For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
The Most High is what?
The Lord thy God, I am a jealous God.
Right, so God is jealous, man. The God of the Bible is a man of war, and he's jealous. That's what the scriptures is saying. Read.
Visiting the children iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Read.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
That's right, brother. Hey, brother, can I ask you a question? You know today is the Shabbat, the Sabbath, right? Do you know what that means? All right, we gonna show you. Go ahead. Read to let's see, 6 days shall be at work. Now listen, brother, listen. Because we are the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. Right now, we out here to let our people know that Christ is what? He's coming back to redeem us, right? He's coming back to redeem us. Go ahead.
All right. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right, so the Bible say what? Read that again.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Right, so you got 6 days to do your work. Like working the job and everything, right? Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of thy Lord.
Right, but the 7th day is the Sabbath for the Lord, so you have to pay homage to the Most High. You know why? You know why a lot of people down the weekend? It's because they're not supposed to be out just doing any and everything out here, man. That's why people get gunned down in Chicago, man, because they're not keeping the Shabbat. All right, they not keeping the Sabbath. Now we have brothers in the truth who keep the Shabbat according to the lunar. And remember, Paul said, don't let no man judge you off of Shabbat days. So you have to keep it to the best of your ability, brother. Read that again.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou shalt, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Right, so what's today, brother? If Sunday is the first day, what's the last day? Right, so that's the what day? The seventh day, right? Right, so he said that. It says 6 days shall you worship, 6 days shall you work, and the seventh day is the day of rest. Right there. You see what I'm saying? We gonna get some more laws for you, brother. Get Leviticus 11:7. You know that eating pork is unclean. Eating pork. Now we gonna get out the Bible. Now when you start keeping God's laws, you start to get blessed. You start to get blessed. The Most High start opening up doors for you to do things. Because the Bible says you're gonna be cursed in the city and a curse in the field, right? They had our people picking cotton in the fields, right? You was getting hung in the fields. Right now you getting shot in the city. You see that? Now get that, brother. Get that. Yeah, get that for me.
Okay, what's that, 1536?
37. Now read this. Here go another law right here, brother. What's
Numbers.
your name, brother? What's your name? All right, my name is Khan. Khan. That's my Hebrew name. My name is Khan. All right. All right. So now get that again.
Okay, Numbers 15, verse 37.
Now listen, brother. Listen.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
Right, so we are the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Hispanics. That's what be the Israelites, the Hebrews, according to the Bible. Read.
And it reads, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Right, so the Most High commanded us to put fringes on the borders of our garments. That's what you see right here. Okay. This brother got it, this brother got it, that brother got it. That represents all the laws that was given to our forefathers by Moses. Moses gave our forefathers the laws to keep. This is our covenant with God. This is the reason why we on the bottom right now, because we broke that covenant. Therefore, the other nations is ruling over us, and we at the bottom of society. You see that? Now go ahead.
And it reads that, where we at? Okay. And it reads throughout their generation, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders ribbon and blue.
Right, so that's the ribbon of blue. You see the ribbon of blue that what we got on. And that represents all the commandments. All right, now we're going to get some more for you.
Leviticus what?
11:7.
11:7. This is book of
That cross, that's a death symbol. But I see what you're coming with, brother. I see what you're coming with, because guess what? Moses was a man of color, right? Hey, get Exodus 4, verse 6. Now get this. Watch this. We're going to deal with that, brother. Go ahead.
Leviticus. You want me to read from 6 down? The 6 explaining down, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. This is the book of Leviticus. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 6.
Read.
And the hair, because he cheweth the cud, but the 7. All right. And the swine through he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed. Yet,
so the Bible saying the swine, though he divideth the hoof, right? He got a split. He got a split hoof, right? Read.
Yet he cheweth not the cud.
Right,
He
so
is unclean to you.
Hold on, Salakia, brother. He don't chew the cud. He don't properly digest his food. Read.
That's why they
Slow it down
don't
just a little bit.
All right. Yet he cheweth the cud. He is unclean to you.
Right, so he's unclean to black people. That's why you got black people with gout, high blood.
Rock, see a holy nation rise to the top. See the body function never to stop. With your Howard Shire running the plot, boy. They think they know what I be on. In the deepest crowd, but I solitary my mind.